Hello and welcome to Alchemist Whim. I am Alchemist Jen. Thanks for joining me on this fine day, whatever day it is for you. I hope it's an alright one. Maybe even a good one. Today's whim of the day is to talk about something completely different. And if you've never joined me before, this is completely different anyway. So I decided today was the day to do something new. So I made a cuff. So I took fabric and I sewed it, and then I put drawing on it because I thought it needed something, so I put hearts on it, and then I put a little snap on there so you can wear it around your wrist. It's kind of fun. So ta-da, I just used a Sharpie, and then the other side is dyed as well. So this is my first one, my trial. I think it works, so I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's quite fun. It can also be used as a shawl cuff. So what I mean by shawl cuff is something that will hold your shawl in place, as one often desires, right? Everybody wears shawls and everybody needs cuffs. So this is just kind of an example of how it can hold it together. So if it were like a bigger shawl, it ends up with multiple layers in there and can hold the shawl together. So as you're wearing it, don't have to worry about it falling off or straying from its position that you want to wear it. So this is a fancy shawl that I made forever ago from some pattern that I've long lost. I do remember that I got the yarn in New York, so in Soho, like Pearl Soho. I got this a really long time ago. That's where I got the yarn. I do remember that, but I don't remember what the pattern was. Anyway, it's pretty straightforward, just a triangle shawl thing for one skein, and that's what it is. So ta-da! And I made it like years and years ago, but today I have a cuff that I can wear with it. How fancy is that? So again, cuffs can be worn on the wrist or on the shawl, or you know, whatever. It can be used to bind things together. So I wanted to talk a little bit about snap production, just because that was an interesting process. I got just the Dritz set is the one that you can just do without any, thing to squeeze them together. This one just involves a hammer. I thought that was pretty fun, and it was a nice easy way to jump in without being too scared of doing them. And then I only wasted one thing because I put the thing on wrong. So I'm just very descriptive with my use of the word thing. It's cool. So basically you get this little disky thing that holds the top part of the bottom part on, that has prongs that stick through the fabric, and then you get this other part that goes on top of the fabric, and then you take this piece of it, make that little sandwich, and then you use your hammer to whack it. I know I'm very good at describing things. But I had gotten this piece of wood, random piece of wood, a while ago, and it turns out that I can sit on my floor pillow very easily and then just set this up so I can hammer on it, and it's not too loud, it's not going to vibrate into anything because it's sitting on a pillow. So I think that's a pretty good one. I still wouldn't want to do it too late because I'm in an apartment. I don't want to be like too loud hammering on something because that's still going to carry through the walls and whatnot. But I did find a way to easily put snaps on things in my apartment studio. So yay, that's a win. And yeah, we'll see how long this thing holds up. I can already see wear from the 2 things or 3 things I hammered so far. So we'll see what happens. So this is a set of 36 sets of snaps. So now it's going to be 35 because I well, 35 because I used one wrong, and then it'll be 34 because I already used one. So that's what's up. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll draw on them all. I kind of like that it's drawn on now, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just did because I felt like I wanted a little something more. I was toying with the idea of doing more stitches, but I was like, oh, there's a Sharpie right there. I'm just going to draw on it. And maybe that's the way I go. I don't know. We'll decide. Pretty much, I'm like that with what I create. I'll decide in the moment if it needs more. And if it does, I go with it. If not, then I let it be. So, see what happens. This one was about, so I look at the thing, it was 17 inches long before I cut it in half. So 8.5, and then probably closer to 7.5 inches for the actual length of it. So I'm excited to see just how many different variations I need out of this. I'll play with the stitching. What I did was I just made a tube, just sewed around the edge, and then pulled that through so that I have the inside is sewn and then the outside is sewn on top, and then I just folded over that top edge there. So fancy, so easy. I like it. I think that it's playful. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think that makes it a good accessory, at least for things that I'm looking for. So I don't know, maybe people will like them too. So there is the cuff. Pretty cool. I'm happy with it. I think it worked out, and yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. It's easy to put on. Just lay it down and let it snap. So, right? It's not too shabby. I was playing with the idea of making them thinner, maybe like half an inch. Maybe I'll try something like that, but it was really easy to turn this inside out this way. I feel like if I go too much more narrow, the way I was making it, it might make it a little bit more difficult to pull through. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying that a lot. I keep on saying it. Maybe I mean it, maybe I don't. So yay. So I made cuffs. Today I dropped off some yarn at Rabbit Row, so yay. So 2 stores in a week, stocking. I mean, that's just amazing considering, you know, where I was a year ago, even a couple months ago, you know, just looking at, you know, how much growth and possibilities are opening up. So, and then I've got 2 more shows that I can apply for within the next week. So that fills out, one's for June, one is for October. And then, you know, it's really just kind of lining up. So I think I just have 2 more shows after that to apply for. One for, I believe, September, and then one for the end of September. So it's going all right. I don't know, I'm having fun. See what happens from here. I don't know. I mean, I know in the sense that I've got shows and things lined up, but I feel like there's a lot still that could go in any other direction otherwise. Potentially looking at some other shops and things. So it just kind of running with the whim of it, and seeing what opportunities kind of sound intriguing, and then kind of going for them. So life is fun like that. It's an adventure. I'm having a good time. I'm baking some bread right now, so I heard the oven kick on. It's just exciting. So I don't know. It's going all right. I keep saying I don't know, but I think I do know. And it's an all right day. I made a cuff. I've been talking about it forever, and then I finally did it. So I was like, I rationalized it. I'm like, you know, it's really not going to take that long. I just need a couple stitches, and then I need to figure out this thing with the snaps. And, you know, it worked out pretty well. So I'm pleased with it. I'm going to make a bunch more tonight because it was a fun process. I learned a lot, and creating things makes me happy. So thanks for joining me. We'll see what the whim of the day is for tomorrow, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.